prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as. Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take him.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD.
And this is Pain User.
And we're back. It's time for some more IPL broadcasting. And guess what? We're in the losers bracket, round 2, where we have EG Axslav versus LaLuSh, Millennium's LaLuSh, in fact. He does not have his clan tag on him, but we do know who he is. Because we're the casters, we need to know everything. Axslav losing to Thorzane in the upper bracket, and LaLuSh losing to Select in the upper bracket. I mean, they are not, like, they didn't drop out because they just dropped games. They dropped to really good players.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all the players in the IPL are exceptional. So,
yeah,
you know, there is no shame dropping down into the losers bracket or the pit of scummy death,
the
as you like to call
grimy
it.
pit of hell.
Well, keep in mind, all the players in the losers bracket have no more lifelines.
Yeah.
They have no more phone a friends.
No.
They
Call the
are,
audience.
They are on
50-50.
the wire, and every single game is, you know, you're playing like your life depended on it, because it does.
Well, the nice thing is it's not a best of 1. It is a best of 3. So, I mean, if they do drop this first game, it's not the end of the world, but the pressure's really
trust me, it gets
gonna be
at
on the
you.
line. Hey, not to mention, dude, I mean, I'm not trying to add more pressure on these players' shoulders. Obviously, they can't hear the cast right now, but there's $50,000 of money on the line here. You drop out here, I don't think you get a cent of it.
Well, all the players actually get a little bit of money just for qualifying. I believe each player gets $200.
Oh, but you get so much more if you go on, man.
Every round, you know, changes things drastically. So,
it's like playing a big poker tournament.
absolutely,
Got to be the last man standing.
absolutely. And that
Anyways.
is the thing about StarCraft. I mean,
Yeah.
if you really want to make the big money playing tournaments, you got to consistently finish in the top 3. I mean, that's where all of the money is. Most of the tournaments, this one included, pretty top heavy. So, I mean, you got to be a straight killer, and you are in a Shark Tank. Everyone wants to win.
It's funny that you mentioned top 3 because you did place top 3 at MLG yourself.
It was a long time ago, but yes, thank
But
you.
it's still in your resume,
It
your
is
portfolio.
indeed.
All right, we have Axslav versus LaLuSh, and it is going to be on Krivos, good old macro map. Lots of expansions. I would expect to see the Zerg quickly get the natural, either inside or outside, kind of a preference thing. Obviously, Zergs want to get double gas going, so sometimes they'll go for the outside geyser, but it does look like Axslav here is thinking LaLuSh is going to try to secure the inside one first. LaLuSh has opened up with gas and pool, and he's going to be throwing down his hatchery at the outside, it looks like, on 21 or 18 supply, pretty early.
This is actually a much safer way to take the outside expansion, getting the pool first, getting enough gas for speed. He still hasn't grabbed speed. I don't know why. He has more than enough to get that.
This is
it looks like we're going to see some early roaches here. Did he cancel the hatch, or he just never built it in the first place? Oh my goodness. Axslav doesn't know what's going on right now. Never built the hatch.
No, well, the thing is, he had the probe and he went down, and all right, LaLuSh was trying to fake the hatchery. He was trying to make Axslav think that he was going to go for a fast expand, but the problem is there was no probe there to in the first place, so Axslav never scouted it until he pulled out of the inside expansion, went outside, and he saw, hey, there's a drone just standing here not building a hatchery. So Axslav may know what's coming. He may, but it's going to be a very, very close and a very dark shot. I mean, he's going to have to be really lucky. No, he has no idea. He thinks that the hatchery just didn't go up by mistake, and he is going to be very unpleasantly surprised by about 5 or 6 roaches at his front door.
Let's check out Axslav's vision real quick. Does he know about it? No, he has no idea. The roach horn was put up in the corner, and this could be terrible for Axslav. He does not know. The roaches are making their way down across the midfield right now. We have 4 or 5 roaches en route, with more being produced. We have Zergling speed on the way as well, and it looks like he's going to be following this up with speedlings. Their reinforcement time obviously much quicker. They'll be able to get to the front and aid these roaches trying to break down this wall.
Yeah, this is so crazy by LaLuSh to pull this off. I mean, I'm surprised Axslav didn't realize when he had the probe out there, he saw the drone and was just standing there. and it wasn't becoming a hatchery. So I'm really surprised that he didn't realize, but at the same time, it's so hard to notice that little itty bitty thing.
Oh my god, I don't know why LaLuSh is taking so much time killing the destructible rocks when he could have just gone right in and killed this zealot. Axslav's sentries were off in no man's land. I have no idea what they were up to, and it looks like the roaches will take out the zealot. The wall has been breached. The cybernetics core is about to go down here. Axslav scrambling, dropping buildings everywhere. There are more zerglings coming in, and this is not looking good for Axslav. There's actually a hole in the wall.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall right now being secured off by a force field, but then another hole comes out, and all the roaches and lings able to breach in right before the void ray comes out. All he needs to do is unpower this pylon, and it's curtains for Axslav. The pylon goes down, the Stargate is unpowered, Chronoboo's not able to do a thing without power to the building, and someone needs to call PG&E and get that electricity started up again. Axslav is in so much trouble.
Oh, there it is. PG&E. Oh, no. Well, their tech support sucks anyway. They weren't able to help him out. So all these roaches and lings running throughout Axslav's base. GG is called, and Axslav has left the game. LaLuSh getting crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
I like it.
By the way, if you guys aren't from the West Coast, PG&E is our standard electric provider. Some guys might know. It's like, what the heck is PG&E?
I think most people know.
All right. I don't know. I've lived in San Francisco my whole life, so I have no idea. All right, guys, thanks all for staying tuned. That was a really interesting game. I like what LaLuSh did. He tried to fake the hatchery at the natural. Axslav did have the probe there. He could have had an inkling at what was coming, but it was definitely a very hard
Do they have an
job at
EG&E?
scouting that.
Do they have an EG&E? East Gas and Electric?
East Gas and Electric.
Oh, it would be AG&E.
Atlantic Gas and Electric. That's right. Now you guys know it's Pacific Gas and Electric.
I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
Game 1 going to LaLuSh in a very, very, very quick game. Yes, it was cheese, but it was thought out. He actually, knew that Axslav wasn't going to be able to scout that, so it was a calculated decision. It wasn't on a whim. It wasn't blind, and Axslav just not prepared, only having one sentry and a zealot. Didn't even have the forge down. Wasn't dropping cannons. That seems like a very risky expand style from Axslav. Seems a little bit greedy.
This is the map really to do it on. This is a map where you do kind of expand. I think LaLuSh is banking on Axslav expanding on a map like this inside the location. But anyways, great game. Stay tuned, guys. Game 2 is coming up next.